Okay, hey guys. Short video here. If you need help on the practice exam, test will be on Wednesday. I think I have it's not really up to date. I mean, it's got the vagueness here of what we're going to do this week. But as of today, test will be on Thursday. But if you need help with the homework, I'll probably split it into two videos. You have 13 homework problems that you got to have done for tomorrow. So here's the first half. We'll see how the time goes. So if you need to convert a fraction to a decimal, you can divide it, 4 divided by 5, and you can use a calculator, okay? Make sure the 4 goes in the calculator first, 4 divided by 5. Or if you can convert it to tenths by doubling it, 5 doubled is 10, 4 doubled is 8, that gives you 8 tenths. And then you just have to write 8 tenths as a decimal. You got it, okay? So decimal, change that to a decimal. It could go to hundredths if you multiplied each one by 4, or you can just divide it. And then number 3, we need to make it into a percent. Okay. So on number 3, you should know what half is as a percent. Okay. Moving to number 4. Remember this chart, percent over 100 equals is over of. It kind of turned into part and whole if it was a word problem, but we won't have any of those. So use this chart for 4, 5, 6, and that'll be the end of that chart. So percent number over 100, remember 10% of, if the percent is with it, the percent trumps for the few that played euchre. But 10 is not the of number. If it has the percent sign with it, that is always what it is. It's never the is, never the of. So on this one, 10 would go here. 10% of what number is 1. So of what number, we're trying to find that guy. So copy down that chart. Make sure you show your work and bring your work on Tuesday, or you will lose 2 homework points, just like if we were in school. Okay, back at it. Got this horrendously ugly chart that I tried to draw in here. But anyway, 7, 8, 9, that's all I can see from here, but you're going to use this chart. Percent, increase or decrease. All the percents are on the left, 100 at the bottom. This is supposed to be the word new, and then you just have some number over here that relates to it. So to go from 72, it's not a percent, it's just a regular number. So, and it's the original. Should have put that there. We'll just put the OG, yes. To 144. It's not increased by 144. It's increased to 144. So the 144 number, it goes up top. Okay? So we want the percent increase. We want this box right here. What percent did it go up by? So the first thing you can do, don't have to, but the first thing you should do is figure out how many it goes up by. 72 increased by how many gives you 144. So subtract them. Find this number in here. And once you have that number, you can cross multiply and divide. 100 times your number divided by 72. That's the percent that it is increased by. Okay? So use that same chart there for 8 and 9. Okay, so here's a quick hint on 8. Originally, a pencil is $75, I guess. The store's running a discount of 10%. So you're going to save 10%. You're going to pay 90%, almost all of the asking price. So you got to find this box right here. But that's not your final answer. It says the sales tax rate is 6.3%. So 75, 90 divided by 100. I got $67.50 here. $67.50. Now what you have to do is a whole nother 6-pack, starting with that $67.50 right here. And you're going to increase it by 6.3%. And you're going to end up with the final price of the pencil here. When you increase it by 6.3, that adds to the 100 that you're going to put on the bottom, and you'll get 106.3 here. And 100 down here. Okay, on to number 9. Store pays $26. That's the original price for the shoes. They increase it, so it's an increase, not a decrease, 10%. Cross multiply, divide, that's going to give you $2.60. So, and it's an increase. What's the new price? Don't subtract it, add it on. Okay, the next few, the store marks up the price. Since it's a markup, it's going to be very similar to number 9. Comic book is 70% off, so you're going to decrease it by 70%. 12 is a little bit different. Let's put 12 up here. So mark the price, marked it down by 45%. So we're going to decrease the price 45%. That's how much you're going to save. Almost half, not quite. You're still going to pay 55% of the original price. Okay? And it costs $47.85. That goes up here. That is the new price. $47.85. What was the original price of the item? This is what we want, and you cannot solve it without putting 100 in here. Now, in the quiz that we took Friday, some people were using the 45, so 47 times 45, don't forget the cents. And then they'd divide by 55, but they'd put the number down here. If you use the 45, you get the answer across from the 45. If you use the 100, you get the answer that goes across from the 100. So don't use this row at all. Cross, multiply, divide, and you've got it. Okay, 13, last one, our interest problem. Patricia has a savings account with $2,000. That's the P, the principal, the initial amount borrowed or invested. Earns 1%, that's your rate, 0.01, got to write it as a decimal. How much will she have in 10 years? So, her goal is to get the letter by, the letter by itself, that's I. I is by itself. If you just multiply these two together, you get 20 bucks. $20 is how much she makes per year times the 10 for 10 years means she's going to make $200. Okay, but don't forget you can't steal the money out of her account. So $200, that's the amount of interest plus the $2,000 up here, and that will give you your final amount that she will have in her account after 10 years. So if you guys need anything today, shoot me an email. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Hope the video helped. See ya tomorrow, hopefully.